Did I get it wrong? Should I join the gang? Wrong. Should I be shooting up stuff in my veins? Should I lie to the shelters to tell them I have a substance abuse problem? Do I have it wrong? Should I go in and out of prison? Do I have it wrong? Should I be a vigilante on the streets that's even worse than Batman, whooping ass, taking names, and locking up criminals? Do I have it wrong? Should I be hitting a glass pipe? Do I have it wrong about keeping my family safe, putting my hands up and making sure nobody hurt my mom or my sister or my brothers? I got it wrong for not running into stores and stealing everything that I want. I got it wrong where I should act like an addict and just go nuts and go wild, man, and videotape all of it. Do I got it wrong not being a thief? Do I got it wrong not getting locked up and then coming out after a few years and then breaking out with a prison channel? How am I doing things wrong when I'm not a drug addict? How am I not wrong when I don't have a drinking problem? I'm not wrong by always wanting to do what's right and help somebody out. How am I wrong when I put my hand out and just say, you're going to ride with me, I ride with you? How am I wrong when I say that everybody comes from a dysfunctional family in one way or another, and we could all stick together and be strong for it? How am I wrong when I tell dispatchers what you're asking me to do is illegal? How am I wrong when I tell a woman that her heart is in the safest place in my arms? How am I wrong to tell somebody, don't run with that person, man. That person's got bad intentions for you. How am I wrong when other people break the rules, but I follow it? Did I get it wrong when I put my hands up and told somebody, no, you're not taking my shit? Do I get it wrong when I'm unable to express my emotions and tell you just how bad my PTSD is, where I'm shaking in my bed or shaking in my car, shaking on the street, and I just can't even handle what's going on? The last person that told me they joined a gang, I was in my 20s. They didn't even tell me they joined it. Took a shirt off, it was a pool party, and I saw the tattoo, and I knew right then and there. It's a special tattoo. I went up and hugged him, and I cried, man. Not even gonna lie, I cried, and I said, I know where you're gonna go, bro, and I don't want that for you. Was I wrong for that? I didn't want people to join gangs. I understand the purpose to stop the oppression that happens, but these are the people that I grew up with. These are the people that I loved, man. I knew his mom, I knew his father, I knew his younger brother, I knew his younger sister, I knew the dogs they had. The dogs they had, man, they had a boxer named Dollar. And that's probably the closest I'll get to identify somebody, but they had a boxer named Dollar, and I love boxer dogs. I love all dogs. I was petting the dog, I was talking to him, everything else. And I hugged him, and I said, man, I don't want to see your life like this, man. A lot of those people did not see what was in the future. They couldn't see past their neighborhood. They couldn't see past the violence. They couldn't see past the drug addiction. They could not see past what was going on in the community. Was I wrong for that? Was I wrong because I cared so much? And I talked to his mom, and I talked to his dad, and I talked to his brother, and I talked to his younger sister. I told them what I knew, and I told them none of this is worth it. There's something bigger. You just got to get out of this the best way that you know how, and that's not by participating. Yeah, the people that you grew up with, and this is crazy. I grew up with fucking gang bangers. Okay. Stuttering my words a little bit because I'm trying to watch what I say. But I didn't know them like that. In the court systems, and when they got, sentenced to prison for first and second degree murder, some of them life without. A lot of gangs come with sacrifice. And that's why I used to cry and hold my homeboys close. Especially when I find out that they joined a gang, I'd hug them and I'd embrace them and I'd tell them, I'm sorry. Like, I wish you could see what I could see, man. I saw a future. You were too cunning. You were too smart. You were too able to fall for this. And I understand. And it's not against any gang members, anything like that. I used to tell them, like, you're better than this, man. You don't have to do this. I understand that your mom was a gangbanger. I understand that your brother is. I understand that your father is. I understand your cousin, your Theo, your grandpapa, whoever, right? I understand what street you live on. I understand where your family comes from. But what I want you to understand is this is not the end all be all. You could be so much better than that. And people used to, that's where I got the nickname alien from. I saw so much into the future. It felt so small. It felt like it was, the world was crushing in on you, and all you knew was just a couple of blocks that you lived on. There was so much more for you out there. And that's what I would try to tell my friends, man. And I love them. I love their families. There were several times that, like, no food to eat. And I'd be lucky and be blessed enough. Their grandma would call me in. I learned a very big, decent part of Spanish to talk to my friends' moms and their fathers, their grandmothers and their grandpas who didn't speak English at all. I learned Spanish to talk to them. I learned Spanish to watch out, like a good, decent. Like, I'm not fluent, right? A lot of them weren't fluent either, but for a white guy, I could speak a lot of Spanish, right? I was upset when that stuff happened. Did I get everything wrong? Should I have joined a gang? Did I get everything wrong when I was driving trucks and they wanted me to do illegal stuff? And what I mean by illegal is that trailer's too overloaded. Take it anyways. You know that you're driving nights. You know that the way stations are closed at nights and they don't have a chase vehicle. Just keep driving by. That kind of stuff. Now, when I did OTR, over the road truck driving, did I have to worry about that kind of stuff? No, I didn't get, put in those kind of situations. However, I had my own demons I had to deal with. And a lot of them came back to me from my childhood. We're all dysfunctional. And I'll put that out there right now. If you come from a family that has no dysfunction, thanks. Good for you. That's great. I don't quite believe it, but I would believe 90% of us have dysfunctional families or dysfunctional childhoods. Something that resonates with us, right? Maybe it was too much pressure for you to go to college. I don't know what it is, but I will share my story. My story is that no, man, the people that I grew up that are doing a lot of time. I've only known 2 people that ever got out of prison that I grew up with. And those 2 people are totally changed men. They went the Christian route when they got out, which is great. When they went in, they were, to society, they looked at them as people that were bothersome, right? They looked at them as criminals. They looked at them as, they saw the face tattoos, they saw the body tattoos and all that stuff. What I saw when I grew up with them were people that were just looking for hope, looking for somebody to help guide them out of the position that they're in. And that's what my whole life has been. I wish that somebody would come over here and say, alien, I'll be your homeboy. I'll put my arm around you. I got you. Let's do this, this, and that, and we'll get you out of this situation. I wish that would happen. But what I actually do see is quite opposite of that. And this is what I guess made this video pop in my head or speaking the way that I do. Yes, on Soft White Underbelly, just make sure I get the person's name. It's a dude named Rebecca. Worst interview I've ever seen in my life. And the person who runs Soft White Underbelly is Mark. He runs it. In that interview, he's pulling teeth to get answers and one-word questions and one-word answers from this person, right? And he's like, at the very, like he chops it up in half and he jumps in the rest of the half and he goes and says, I've offered this, I've offered that, I've done this and I've done that. I get this person's shoes the very next day. The person comes back with no shoes. I've done GoFundMe's and I'm the only person that threw money in it. I've done this with this person. And then he referenced another person. He's like, you guys haven't given shit. That person is twacked out of their fucking mind. If you're not willing to fight for yourself, how do you expect people to fight for them as well? So if you're not trying, like for those people that have those addictions, if you're not trying to get clean, why is anybody else going to put themselves, like you come to them when you need to be clean and then they'll help you out. And then they got you. But what's so crazy about all this is I'm not dirty at all. I don't do drugs, never touch it. I am the worst person. So I really want to emphasize this. If I was ever to touch anything like that, I would be the worst person in the world. I would not be able to control myself. I would do horrible things. I compartmentalize myself as it is as a sober individual, barely getting by. I am barely getting by with the frustrations I have to deal with. I'm barely getting by with the PTSD that is not diagnosed and that's not being helped. I am somebody who is barely getting by, not trying to lose control. and so many other things. But those are the things that pop in my head right now. Somebody who's using this stuff, and then Mark from Soft White Underbelly. Hopefully I said his name right. Soft White Underbelly is like, this person's got a platform. This person's got an audience once they stop this stuff or they jump on YouTube. Why am I not getting that? Let's be real. Why am I not getting that attention? Why am I not able to make enough to survive off YouTube? Well, I don't use drugs. Oh, are you telling me what I have to do is be so far gone on drugs and then come on here looking like shit, sensationalizing homelessness, coming on here saying, please help me, and everything else? Why are they getting the help when I'm somebody who doesn't have those issues? For a lot of those people who have those issues, their family is willing to take care of them. Their friends are willing to take care of them if they quit their addictions, right? I have no addictions. Why am I not getting that fucking help? Why am I not getting my hand, shook and like, hey, Alien, we got you, homeboy. Yeah, no problem, bro. Oh, you back on Soft White Underbelly? Got you, dude. Oh, you were pulling teeth there. Mark is so good at interviewing people. If you don't know that channel, Soft White Underbelly. Mark is so good at interviewing people and talking to them in a nice tone to pull out questions, pull out information, get them talking, and I haven't seen all those interviews with Rebecca. I'm saying the word Rebecca. It's a dude, right? So it's a dude who calls himself Rebecca. That's what it is. That person, you're telling me, can jump on YouTube and get more than 1,500 subscribers, can make a living off of YouTube, can get people to go ahead and rock with him once he decides to change. What about somebody who doesn't have those problems like myself? I got 1,500 subscribers and I'm happy for every single one of them. I'm somebody who doesn't touch that kind of stuff. I'm somebody who's been grinding on YouTube this whole damn time. Do I have it wrong? And that's why I named this video. Do I got it wrong or something along those lines? Do I have it wrong? Do I need to, and please forgive me, and I'm gonna be honest, okay? This is gonna be really crazy. And if you tell me the answer is yes, I'll go ahead and fucking do it. Do I need to put a pipe to my mouth? Do I need to live in the gutter and eat shit? If you tell me, Alien, go to the gutter, eat shit, start using drugs, and then you can fix your life, and then you can be better for the rest of your life by just being a stupid fucking nasty drug addict who gave up on everything, and then at that point say you want to change your life, and then at that point we'll go ahead and help you, then you'll be good, then you can make a living off of YouTube, then sign me up. Shoot me up. Let's do some heroin tonight. Let's do it. Shoot me up. Put that fucking glass pipe in my mouth and then fucking shoot me up and tell me that it's okay to do that kind of stuff. Because in my world, and that's what I'm saying, do I get it wrong? Do I have it wrong where I think all that is wrong? But nobody, I'm not gonna say nobody gives me help, because I do get some help. I am very happy for the donations I've gotten. I got some friends and stuff like that who rock with me on YouTube, and their supporters, their Alien Army, rock with me, checking in, and then drop a comment. But I'm gonna be honest, the sensationalizedness of all this, where people, they're like, hey, if this person gets off drugs, I'll send them $1,000. I'll send them this. Nobody's sending me thousands of dollars, and then this is not no jealousy stuff, but this is the truth. Why is it okay? Why is it okay for you, Mark, from Soft White Underbelly, to give somebody a platform who's had all these issues? You're your own man. You can do whatever you want, but I got to tell you from the outside, outside looking in, why are you willing to do that for somebody who's got all those signs? Why don't you ever give somebody and maybe you have, maybe I stand corrected, it's okay, shit, I'm not always right, but why don't you give somebody a shot like me who don't have those addictions? When I see that kind of stuff, I'm going to be honest, what I see is, I see somebody who's like, you know what, I should go down that route, down that route. I should be somebody who does that. I should put that fucking pipe to my mouth, that aluminum foil. I should put that lighter underneath it. I should go and line up and get a shot. I should get those testers down the skid row. I should go around being a vigilante and fucking people up and doing whatever I gotta do. I join a gang and then show you everybody, you know, what I'm really made of, and then do a bunch of prison time and then come back with a bunch of prison stories. And when I do all those prison stories, then I got the camera on me. And once I got the camera on me, now I can go ahead and tell you some war stories. And when I tell you those war stories, everybody builds in. And when everybody builds in, those are more subscribers, those are more likes, and now I'm making a living. Isn't that crazy that I can spit that off the top of my head? But somebody like me who actually does not do that stuff, I told friends not to join gangs. I told them what would actually end up happening. I told people to stay away from drugs. I've said, I'm the worst person. Trust me when I tell you, if I was to, compartmentalize my emotions. If I was to ever use anything, I could lose control in a way that you would never fathom. I don't do good on anything, dude. Like an extra strength Tylenol is almost too much for me. If I lose control, I'm not going to be good for society. I know these things. I have impulse controls. I had impulse controls as a child. I've worked so hard on myself. I wish that, you know, you paying for Rebecca's therapist or you'd be willing to pay for rehab and things like that. Why don't somebody fucking offer me to fucking pay for the therapy that I need to, you know, I don't use drugs. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. Bet on me, homeboy. Bet on me, dude. Bet on me. Be like, hey, alien, I understand that you're just working, you're just trying to do what you can and move forward. I've seen how much progress you made from when you were a child all the way till now. I got you. I'll get you therapy. I'll get you I don't need drug treatment because I don't touch this stuff. I don't need alcohol treatment because I don't touch this stuff. But why can't somebody rock with me like that? I'll tell you what it does to somebody who's like me. And there's over 50% of the homeless are just like this. And hopefully I don't come off too cringy or too crazy, but this is definitely a very big emotion that's coming out of my chest. For the people that don't have those problems and seeing everybody else that gets help doing that, they get tempted to do those things. They get tempted to do, you know, like, that's why, do I got it all wrong? Should I have been driving trucks like that? Should I have been fucking breaking the rules when I worked for the state and I worked in the medical field? Should I have been doing things that were illegal and unethical? I mean, everybody else did, right? Just because everybody else wants to do something, should I have to do that? No. I live with myself. I have my own decisions. I answer to God. You know, am I perfect for that? No, but I will tell you this, that I don't do those kind of things for a reason. And to see the people that prosper are the ones that are like, hey, I'll pick up myself a fucking pill and I'll crack it in 4. I've got those blues and I'll throw in aluminum foil and hit it with a straw. All right, cool. I'll go ahead and grab that syringe and do what I gotta do. To see that those people get more help than I do, it sucks. Why should I be cool? I do it for myself, and I do it because I answer to myself and I answer to God. But I will tell you this, to see those people get more chances, it sucks. So really, when I look at everything, hold on. Sorry, I had to read some notes on my paper to make sure I'm covering my aspects. So, do I get it all wrong? Should I be out there like that? Sounds like a great deal. Sign me up. I want to thank everybody so much.